Pulp Fiction loves Konosuba. They, them, check. OnlyFans? Yeah, check mother frickin' me. In just 7 years, how did this anime go from being practically universally loved,
my most consistently entertaining comedy to come out of anime,
to being one that is now hated? The simple answer is, it's become problematic. Just one victim of modern day cancel culture, and the ones doing it, well, you already know. The story starts with a viral tweet of the comedy anime Konosuba stating that it is one of the most funniest and out-of-pocket anime you'll ever see. We see the character Darkness, and if you haven't watched Konosuba, she's basically a self-declared masochist. The animators maxed out the jiggle physics. Jiggle physics and a certain crowd, they don't get along, as we've learned from my last video. By the way, thanks for all the love from my first video ever. I was waiting for it to get funny, but then it looped. With over 100,000 likes, this tweet ratioed the original one, so Twitter.com believed this to be the most superior opinion. Okay, Riley, with that Monogatari profile picture, and not just that, but the character Nadeko. I don't know if this person has watched Monogatari because people will be putting anything as their profile pictures these days, but let's just say if you found Monogatari any type of entertaining, well, Konosuba ain't got nothing on Monogatari. Hey, but I'm not here to judge. Well, at least this. I might be judging other stuff. But Monogatari, you know, it's a great anime. There's a lot of stuff going for it, and there's probably reasons that you might like it, and the same goes with Konosuba as well. But to a lot of people, these ecchi fan service moments are the only thing in Konosuba. These people have not watched Konosuba, as we can see here. Konosuba fans, when I show them a Family Guy Funny Moments compilation, and they realize that Konosuba's only joke was fan service. Bruh, Family Guy Funny Moments compilation, 19 years old? You probably discovered that through the upper half of your TikTok screen. But they're wrong about how Konosuba's only joke was fan service, as others have pointed out. Who genuinely watches this stuff? This is a very popular opinion with over 55,000 likes. Twitter's answer to that? Horny losers. Or at least that's what the trans OnlyFans model says. You cannot make this up, I swear. Apparently, it's meant to make fun of isekai with a lot of fan service, but it's still cringe. But apparently, they probably haven't watched Konosuba because the way they said apparently. Just another case of a tourist commenting on something they haven't seen. Classic. Giving the account a quick check. No obvious signs. Follow me for funny posts. Location, Tronville. Are you sure there wasn't a typo somewhere in there? Alright, but let's look at these funny posts. If we all just stop paying bills at the same time, what they gonna do? Yeah, alright, that's real funny, you know, I'll tell you what they're gonna do. If this is your apartment bill or housing bill, whatever, they're gonna evict you. You're gonna end up on the streets, probably gonna be doing drugs, if not already. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. You'll probably be moving to a city, if you're not already in one, that gives you free drugs with tax paper money, and you probably won't be able to hold a job from then on out for the rest of your life. Too much? Answering the question, who actually watches this? Well, first of all, millions of people, and that's just on my anime list alone, where it has an easy 8 rating. But keep in mind, this anime came out in 2016. If it had came out now, we might be looking at a different score. Just a few years ago, people were recommending this anime for both beginners as well as veterans.
I feel like it's one of the easiest shows to get into. It's fun for newbies, it's definitely fun for veterans.
Konosuba has cemented its place in my heart as one of my favorite anime of all time.
my most consistently entertaining comedy to come out of anime.
This was one of the quintessential comedy animes. And it's not like these recommendations were coming from some obscure reviews. They were coming from places like these giant anime YouTubers with millions of subscribers and over millions of views. And people did find Konosuba funny. Just check out this tweet. How the F did I ever find this funny back in the day? But you see, they've become more, I'll call anime apologists now. Of course, people's tastes change over time, but I want to say that a large amount of the outrage you're seeing on anime like this from websites, especially Twitter, is not because of people's taste changing. It's because of anime fans changing. And I'm not talking about people getting older or whatnot. I'm talking about the new fans that came in after like 2020. Something about them is a bit different. And I'm not just talking about anime, but media in general. Case in point, I'm convinced 98% of anime fans are just demented corn addicts. Checks bio? Yup, we got the signs. And look at that pinned tweet, showing your friends your BDSM test results, like the business card scene in American Psycho. Yeah, talking about corn addicts. I'm not even gonna look at this person's likes. Keep in mind when chuds criticize woke art, this is the type of Look, I don't know what type of woke art you're talking about, but if it's one of those new video games with the furry scenes or those reboots of famous franchises like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah, that stuff just, visually speaking, it does not, like, aesthetically please me. In the same way something like Steven Universe, The Owl House, I just don't like that Cal Arts type style. They could have amazing stories for all I know, but that's all. I'm leaving it at that, not even trying to criticize. And that's probably what normal people should do. But every time something like this goes viral on Twitter.com, you already know the type of people that are gonna start complaining. Let's take a look. Trans, check. They, them, check. OnlyFans? Yeah, check mother frickin' mate. And as usual, some of the tourists that react to this tend to, let's just say, be a little violent. If you watch this type of anime, you should be something like a sick dog, not gonna lie. Yeah, not gonna say that for YouTube reasons. Some going as far as saying everyone involved in the making of this anime needs to be, Fortunately, we have some people talking just a little bit of sense. Who generally watches this? Heterosexual men with strong jawlines? Yeah, sounds about right. And also, apparently the screenwriter of award-winning movie Pulp Fiction loves Konosuba. Talking about his 5-star rating for the Konosuba movie, easily one of the best experiences in a cinema I've ever had. I would go as far as saying it is the reason cinema was invented, and apparently his favorite girl is Megumin, because she shares my daughter's Gala's birthday and I love explosions. Now if the character Darkness, a conventionally attractive well-endowed anime female, was replaced by a male, a guy, you know the commentary would be less negative. In fact, it'd be positive, judging by the 174 likes on this tweet here. This would be better if the robot was doing this to a guy's balls. Yeah. Gender fluid, asexual, LGBTQ. Need I say more? I actually saw this last time with the Azure Lane drama. We should start doing this with men and draw them with the fattest ball sacks and insane jiggle physics. You see the flags? You see the likes, 2,753. And then later on, they're talking about, why do that when just give the guys big melons? You know what? That works too. I'm not opposed to guys having fat titties. Alright, so you want to see obese men instead. And a lot of people are liking it with like no negative comments whatsoever. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's clear that when it comes to media discourse, there's something about like attractive anime women. I say anime because most of the time this type of stuff comes from East Asia. It could be like Chinese or Korean as well, because this type of stuff just doesn't happen in the West that much these days. So whenever they see something like this, they always start complaining. But when you flip the script and they like want to see like something with insane jiggle physics, they're gonna want it on a fat obese man. I don't know, sounds like hypocrite to me. I don't know what it is with people wanting to see fat obese men these days, but I want to say some of it is because of them being from the West and not the East, where, just judging by statistics, there's a good chance that them themselves is a fat obese man, or woman, or they, them, / it, or whatever they are these days. But what else can you expect when it seems like Western industries are increasingly marketing themselves towards a bigger demographic? Literally. And I'm the crazy one.